is Rhonda. Welcome to my channel. This is Brandy. And if I'm in my squeaky chair, I'm sorry, but she rules and she took the other chair. Anyways, welcome. And I want to send out another thank you for all of you who've subscribed to my channel. Those who've already subscribed, new subscribers, and those of you who are considering subscribing, please do. And hit that bell, get all the notifications for all my videos, because I always have something interesting happening in my life. Like today, I have 4 packages to show you. And it's not a surprise for me. I've opened them, but it's a surprise for you. And hopefully you'll enjoy seeing what I've got, what I chose, and you can let me know what you think. So, well, one of them is just something that I've been waiting for. I put out a video with my woes with Canada Post, with Michaels. So Canada Post hasn't really given me an answer that I'm completely satisfied with, but that's another story. Michaels, on the other hand, with the issue I went through, I had, just in case you didn't watch the other video, I had a gift card that was not working, and I went through some hoops to deal with it, and I got a 40% off coupon code to shop online for one complete order, and that's including sales. So I kind of worked that in because, well, I thought it was only fair, right? So now I'm just waiting to make a huge purchase when the timing is right. Got to time it right. Plus, I got this in the mail, and the way it was packaged was really nice. So first it came in this package, express envelope, and then inside the envelope is another envelope, and it has my name on it. And then it's open, you can see. Inside this envelope is another envelope. Kind of reminds me of those Russian dolls, you know, with the smaller dolls, you know what I mean. So Michael's, nice envelope, and inside is a card. And inside the card is a pretty gift card. I haven't checked it out. I hope it works. It should be $50. So between the 40% off and the $50, I'm going to have fun. I'm so excited. But look at this card. Oops. They gave me a pretty card. So I'm happy with Michaels. I'm happy that they fixed the problem. And I hope going forward I have no more issues. I hope the card works. I hope it's $50 on here. I hope I have no problem with my online purchase. So that's my first package, and I will put it all back. Lots of paper. I guess not good for, you know, if you're thinking of saving trees. That's okay. Okay. All this noise of the paper. Okay. Almost okay. All right, so that's one. So next package. Let's see. Okay, so I'll show you the smallest package first. It's really cute. I bought it on Etsy from a place called the Arts Explorer store. Right there. And I got a cute little receipt that says, "Dear Rhonda, enjoy these beautiful buttons. If you love them, please consider leaving a review." Well, I think I will, because I like the way it's packaged. And I like the buttons. And I got a little extra surprise with it. So, here are the buttons. Can you see that? There's a surprise in there. There's not just buttons. Did you notice? I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them, but they're really cute. If you have any ideas for me, I don't think they're stickers, but I think I got, I'm not sure if I got 4 or, let me see. Four little butterflies. Very cute. They just feel like paper. I don't think there's any plastic coating on them or anything. The buttons are adorable. There's 20 buttons, 4 of each color. And I thought on a baby sweater or maybe a headband. Look how cute they are. Little flowers. And blue, purple, yellow, green, and gotta have pink. So all those colors, and I believe it's 4 of each, and I just really like them. It was $5 Canadian and free shipping. So I always like to have a variety of buttons because I never know what I'm going to use, which buttons will work. So that's nice to have. Okay, now this package. Now I have to say I wasn't really happy with Amazon's deliveries this time around. I had 2 deliveries this past week. Both of them were left outside the door. And I have an enclosure. How hard is it to open the door and stick them in the enclosure? So I made a comment about it. This one, it was dripping from up above from the roof and it was getting wet. Like, it has plastic inside, but still, come on. Anyways, that being said, I ordered these buttons. And if you look for buttons, you might have seen these. They're all over the place. Various patterns. The quality, they're okay. I don't know if I have the name of the Amazon store, but you can find them everywhere. They're just wooden buttons with various patterns. So I'll just show you a few. I'm not sure. I'm just pulling them out. They could end up being repeats. There's a repeat. But there's various kinds, and I thought, okay, let's try them out. I'm not incredibly impressed with them, but they definitely will come in handy. They're pretty thin. I don't know if you can see that. They're just okay. They'll be cute. They'll work for certain projects for sure. I'll make sure they look good based on how I use them. So that's the 3rd package. One more package, probably my favorite, because I have to say, I've been crocheting for 3 years or a little bit less, and thankfully I learned from certain craft books I have already, but also YouTube videos, and then from there I learned how to read patterns online. But I've never had an actual book with stitch patterns. So I thought, you know, it's time. It's really time. Because I'd like to incorporate them in my projects and design certain things on my own and try all these various stitch patterns. So I actually have another book on order. When it comes, I will show you as well. I don't remember the name offhand. But anyways, this is one that if you are into stitch pattern books, you've probably seen it because it's been recommended various times. And it is Crochet Stitch Dictionary. Sorry about the ring light reflection. But I will show you what it looks like inside just in case you haven't seen it. And I'm just going to hold it up. So, well, let's do it this way. Hang on. So what's nice about this book, it's got 200 stitch patterns and they are organized like this. And you may not be able to see it, but it's a directory of stitches and it's got basic stitches. So some of them I already know, like single crochet, front loop, single crochet, and so on and so forth. But then it goes into other types of stitches. I'm going to show you this overhead. Okay, one more thing I got in this order with the book were buttons that I really like. And I've had my eye on them for a while and I just never ordered them. I'm glad that I finally did. It's a nice size bag of buttons. You're seeing mostly the back of them. But look at the owl. I'll take some out. And what I like about this, I've bought buttons from this company before called How's Sweetie. Comes with a nice little velvety pouch with a drawstring, like that. And then this bag of buttons. Now these ones are way better than the other ones. The quality is real. I don't know if you can tell the difference just by looking on the video, but they're just way nicer. So there's different patterns of owls. And I've seen them where people have complained the holes are in the wrong place and so they're all upside down, and these ones are not. These ones are really in the right place. So there's different designs and really solid buttons. So I'm thinking these would be really nice on a sweater or a scarf. If you've seen my tutorial for my triangular cowl with buttons, it would be beautiful. I'll show you what that looks like. So for instance, this one here, and I've got these buttons, which are awesome, nothing wrong with them, but as an alternative, these would be really nice too. See that? So I'm happy with these buttons, and I could see them on a sweater. They could be decoration, or they could actually fasten things together, like actually be like buttons, because they're really nice and solid and they feel strong and they feel nicely finished as well. You can see by the shine, and that's on the back too. Even though it's a natural color, you can see how that wood is really finished well. So 3 types of buttons, and I have to say I must really like buttons, because I went on AliExpress for the first time and I thought, you know what, the prices are so low, I'm going to test it out. So I won't have those things until April. I'm not going to be holding my breath waiting because it's going to take a while. But when I get them, I'll definitely show you what they look like, because I ordered quite a few things. So those are my packages, and let's take a look at the book and I will show you more of what's inside of it. And let me know if you have the book or if it's something that you'd be interested in. And like I said, I'm getting another book as well, so I'm pretty excited. Okay, so let's take a better look at this book. And I'm going to show you another book that I have that was in my inventory of vintage books. I picked up this little book of crochet stitches and learned certain stitch patterns from this little booklet. So I'm going to just put that on top so you can see how I'm graduating. So this has 19 stitches, and I haven't tried them all, but I have tried several of them. So I know I tried this one here, and let's look inside. It's got projects as well, as you can see, and you can tell some of the stuff is vintage. I don't know that I would make that now, because I know I wouldn't wear it. It's not something that I would see as a current fashion. So it's got a section in here, beginner's guide, crochet stitches, and it's basic information, which is good to have. How do I use these pattern stitches? Determine the multiple, make a swatch, measure the gauge, plan the project. And then it goes into the pattern stitches. So cross stitch, post stitch rib, popcorn stitch, blocks. You can see I've used it. I don't know if you can notice the stains on it. Diamond stitch, slip stitch, spider stitch. And I don't even know if these stitches are around today. I haven't seen them. I haven't seen any, well, some of them, the diamond stitch. I've seen variations of that. Snapdragon stitch. Maybe they have different names today. You can let me know because I'm not sure. Cluster stitch, textured stitch, seed stitch, cable stitch, open fans, rib stitch. I won't be reading them off like this on the 200. We'd be sitting here until next week. Peephole stitch, climbing shells, crunch stitch, offset blocks, honeycomb, and then it goes into projects. So cozy neck wrap, cushy rug, and so on and so forth. Show off baby blanket. So it has these little bits of patterns, and then with pictures of the patterns. That looks really pretty because this one has the different stitch patterns in that one blanket. So it looks really pretty. And then more projects. This blanket, the cushy scat. Oh no, this is a rug. And that looks pretty as well. This is timeless with the peephole. I don't know if they call it that. It's got the slit in the scarf so you can fasten it together. It's timeless. And there's some more pictures of the stitches. So this is the book that I started with by Leisure Arts, and it's called one of their little books. It may still be available, but I found that I needed more. This wasn't enough anymore. I found that I'm looking for something that is suitable for the project I'm doing, and I just couldn't find what I was looking for. So then Bigger and Better Crochet Stitch Dictionary by Sarah Hazel or Hazel. I'm not really sure how you pronounce it. 200 essential stitches with step-by-step photos. And this is what it looks like. So I like the fact that it's got this guide right here. It goes into the directory of stitches right away, and it first goes into basic stitches, which, you know, there are several that I know already, but that's okay. It's nice to have them there. But then it goes into categories of stitches. Like here's fans and shells. And you can see it's color coded. So the basic stitches, it's a blue bar. Fans and shells, it's pink. And then when it changes the color, I know it's a new category. This is puffs and baubles. Hopefully you can see everything in here. So it's the yellow. And then we go into green, it's spikes. Then purple is relief stitches. And I would never know what that category means, relief stitches. But some of them I've done, like the basket weave, which I absolutely love. But some really pretty designs, and I can't wait to try them. So that is the, oh, it changes. It goes from like a purple or lilac color, I should say, to pink again. And this is mesh, fillet, and trellis. So I haven't tried all of these stitches, and I'm really looking forward to trying them. A whole bunch of them. And it looks like, you know, some of them are done with more of a finer yarn, like maybe even a crochet thread. I'm not sure, but it'll be interesting to see how they work up with various weights of yarn. And then interlocking stitches. And waves and chevrons. And I don't know about you, but I had no idea there's so many different types of waves and chevrons. I really had no idea, but I'm looking forward to trying different ones. I know some are more pointed and some are more rounded. So it should be interesting. And decorative stitches. And they look really pretty as well. And then goes into more getting started. So this book also caters to the beginner because it talks all about yarn and, let's see, approximate equivalent hook sizes, talks about the different hook sizes, and then essentials like what you need, and then it goes into how you hold your hook, how you hold your yarn, making a slip knot. So all the basics, which you can also get online. So sometimes it's nice to have everything referenced in one book, but these are always things you can find online. It's kind of nice to have something in print as well. And then foundation chains, working in rows, fastening off, all the basics for beginning crocheters, joining yarn, seam. So everything in one spot, which is really nice. One little reference book. Measuring gauge, crochet aftercare. This is, it looks like blocking. And then it goes into basic stitches with these diagrams. Now, I have to be honest with you. When I was learning, to me, these were not something that I used to learn. I found not knowing how to crochet and not knowing what to look for, this didn't help me at all. But that being said, it's there for a reason. Obviously, it helps a lot of people. Now, perhaps if I looked at videos first and listened to people talking about it and demonstrating, then this might have made more sense to me, and then it would have been a good reference. But just to look at this without having any experience with crochet, I just found this intimidating and confusing. That's just me. I mean, look at this. I look at it now, I'm thinking, I don't even know what this is. So, you know, I'm not a fan of these types of diagrams. But you've got all of that. So it's pretty extensive. And then you go into your directory stitches. Love this illustration. So pretty with all the colors. Love how they did the chevron stitch just as a nice little edging there. And then you get all of your stitch patterns with the picture at the top and then a diagram at the bottom. And then if you're into reading these types of charts, I'm not one to read those charts, but they're different ways that people learn. And some people learn through watching videos. Some people are great with looking at graphs and learning that way. So it's just all these different options for how you can learn, which is really nice. And it's also nice that every section has its own color. It makes it more interesting to look at, prettier to look at. And then also at the side here, you can see the edges of the pages. So it helps you to easily jump from section to section. And that's pretty much it. It's really a nice, handy reference to have. And there you have it. And let's see if there's an index at the back. Yes, there is an index at the back with very fine print. So if you are not great with close-up vision, I hope you have reading glasses or a magnifying glass, because that's pretty tiny. And then you've got a guide at the back to explain how to read those charts. And I honestly don't know that I'd be studying it that much, just because I've gotten by without it, and I look at it and it just looks like I might as well try to be reading a foreign alphabet. It's not something that I really like. Maybe I just haven't given it enough of a chance. I mean, I've seen things like these ones here, but it's just not something that I prefer learning from if I can help it. But I would say this book is great. I'm looking forward to trying different stitches. I'm hoping that I can demonstrate those in future projects, incorporating those stitches into whatever it is that I'm making and sharing that with you in terms of any designs I come up with. Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing some of this book. I really like it, and I'm looking forward to using it. And I just wanted to show you some of the books I have the little books that I have in my stash of vintage books. So I showed you this one, but I also have, for those of you who are into knitting, I've got this one, and basically similar, only this is 26 stitches. I'm sorry about the ring light reflection. And same idea. And then I've got other crochet ones as well. I've got dishcloths by the dozen, thread crochet, mile a minute afghans, ripples for baby, ripple afghans, and pineapple doilies. Sorry about my open closet. This is where these books were stored and I forgot to close it when I got them. But I just wanted to point out what I like about these books is there's such a nice little pocket book size that you can take them with you, and they're so compact. So if you compare them to a regular size book, you can see they're a fraction of the size. So they're really cute, which is why they're called little books. And that's what I like about these. So the fact that there's fewer projects in them, it's okay, because if you're working on one of them and you take the book with you, they're thin, they're small, they're cute. Like this Pineapple Doilies has 6 projects in it. Pretty doilies. And I know some of them are still available, whether it's on Amazon or Leisure Arts. Some are crazy. Like the one that I showed you, the crochet book, I saw it at thriftbooks.com for $76 American. Who's going to spend that much? Like, I wonder, the people pricing these books, what are they thinking? Anyways, I just wanted to share those with you. And like I said, if you want to take a closer look at them, I will gladly bring them back on video and go through them with you, show you the inside and what type of projects are in them. Also, let me know what you think of this book, Crochet Stitch Dictionary by Sarah Hazel. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Let me know what you think. Is it something that, if you have it, what do you think of it? If you don't have it, is it something that you would purchase? Do you think it's something you would use? And also, if you have a favorite book that you like to use when you crochet, let me know, because I always want more information for myself and to share with others. So let me know in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed that, and I look forward to seeing you on my next video. I'm going to do a little ice yarn review and more, so hang around and watch for it. It's coming really soon, and I hope you have a good day and a good evening, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.